What's up, everybody? This is Big Swiss, and I am back with another best of list today. I'm going to be going over my favorite EPs. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth on my top 5, but there's so many good projects this year. I'm going to cover the rest in no particular order. And the first one on the top of my head, especially today, is C4 Katrona's Hideous. That EP was kind of out of left field for me. C4 being a little bit more of the gritty side. The title track Hideous is such a posture to recognize how disgusted you can be with your own sin in light of the righteousness of a good God. Give it a listen right here.
It's like they tryna knock this worship off me. If I hit you cross the face, the Lord's still working on me. I'm still human, don't be looking at me awkwardly. Saved, not solved, still gotta watch how you talk to me. I'm not that far removed, so please don't jog my memory. You don't know me from nowhere, don't know where I'm at mentally. Maybe this why Satan had this temptation sent to me, cause one of my biggest weaknesses is matching energy. I know I should war in the spirit, letting off the missiles. When my temper blinds me, I can care less to go guard my mental. I try to avoid it, always ending up involved in issues. I see the problem is me just as clear as Swarovski crystals. Can the Holy Spirit dwell in such wickedness? Will he cast me off in the lake of fire with the villainous? Tortured with the fallen and their affiliates. Lately it's like you hidden from me. Is what you see inside me hideous, Lord?
It feels like there's no way. Everything ain't okay. I ain't acting like myself right now. It feels like there's no way. Everything ain't okay. I ain't acting like myself right now.
Man, those keys get me. Javi XI released an album called Human this year, and I didn't know about it until I interviewed Naladeus, and Javi happened to be there. Shout out to Javi. I still owe you an interview. My bad, homie. But I loved Human. It's a great project. My favorite song is actually the single on there, which is why it didn't make my songs that should have been the single playlist. But the song is called Heaven's Reminder, and it features Naladeus, and Naladeus also produced this track. Shout out to the homie. But anyways, my favorite part of this song is the chorus. There is, again, this is kind of one of those transparency tracks that's going to remind you of the mission, if you will. But let's give it a listen right here.
Of naivety truly got the best of me. Love and pain, what a recipe. Your development's arrested and I'm blamed by speech. Properly so, conviction sold is what anchors me.
Again, the keys, whew.
Your career's a destiny's child. That's beyond saying. Lemonade sipping. Are we beyond saving? Nah, that ain't in my hands. All I can do is what I can. I know that you're near with me. Anytime I start feeling this fear in me. I know that you're here with me. Anytime I start singing this melody. Had this pain in my soul, I had to let go. Had this pain in my soul, I had to let go. Yeah, pain is.
Next up, I want to talk about Tedashii's Dead or Alive. And again, this is another title track that I really, really like. Tedashii has been really showing us range this year. He put out that Texas Pete record for the summer playlist. He did Dead or Alive Part 1. He released a quick Christmas EP this year that I think was 2 tracks that I really enjoyed. So I love hearing Tedashii stretch his vocal range and his musical range. But Dead or Alive, just there's something about the beat. It's just so hard. But I think Tedashii has a way of making a beat sound like picking a beat that's very aggressive while having vocals that juxtapose that posture. Let's give it a listen.
Woke up this morning, I pray for the best cause I came through the fire, thank God I survived. I done been in in the jungle so long, it made me real strong. God gave me the heart of a lion. Gotta watch for these liars that throw you in fire. Some people don't care if you dead or alive. I can see the animosity in their eyes. Before it get deadly, gotta take away my pride. Switch up my flows like I switch up my clothes. Thanking the Lord that he made me, I'm chose. I grew up from the concrete like a rose. I grew up where it wasn't sweet, out of mode. Jumped out the whip, let's go. We dancing for more. We ballin', let run of the scope. They smile in my face, don't know why. I pay it no mind. Can't fool with these snakes on the road. Got whatever you want, I want all of it. Got whatever you want, I want all of it. Got whatever you want, I want all of it. I don't wanna be labeled as counterfeit. I see evil is back on the prowl again. God, I want you to come in my heart again. I've been lost if I'm being so honest. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I feel like in K City we became. That's by Jim.
As you can see, I'm really liking the perseverance of the walk. I like songs that remind me of being on mission, not forgetting who I am, not forgetting who I was made to be. And so far, these three songs all feature some element of that theme from these projects. The next EP I want to highlight here is from the artist William Cotta. He's actually been on a lot of features. He's released a lot of singles this year, and he released an EP called No Respecter of Persons that I really liked. William Cotta has been an artist that I think does not get talked about enough. I really love it when he collaborates with Cephas. I also really like it when he collaborates with Dayton, which I want to feature on this on this song called Heresy Hunting. I'm going to play you a little bit of the cut from William's verse and a little bit of a cut from Dayton's verse because they both go hard. Check this.
Prophets in the congregation get me tight, rightly dividing the word that it gets the light. If Dayton tell me it's war, then I'm with it on sight. Lay my life down for the bro, then sit up with Christ, right?
False doctrine is very disgusting, so we heresy hunting, aiming for our prey like some Cherokees chunking. The axe and spears, fake Christian rappers scared when we coming, very reluctant to pair with us, they just sneer and be cussing. Us behind our back is when we compare, it's abundantly clear what their motive is and who really buried the substance. Apparently frontin' when we come, the Pharisees running, and wolves are scared that we gon' take the prosperity from them.
Dayton's one of the most unashamed rappers in CHH, period. I don't want to hear anyone is less ashamed than this guy. His verses always call out. Maybe other than Cephas and Bryson Gray are probably the most, like those three are the most aggressive going after the culture in every single song in one shape or form manner. And I'm here for it. So that was William Cotta's Heresy Hunting off of the project No Respecter of Persons. Give it a listen. Go check out the whole project. Hey, the next project I want to talk about, I'm actually excited about this one because this is a Dallas native, Jay Woods with Microphone Boss. They did a mixtape called Double Dynasty. And I actually didn't hear about this till my boy Jamal told me about him at Smokefest. I was asking him, since he's an artist here in Dallas, and we kind of got a chance to meet. We got a chance to hang out this year. Shout out to you, Jamal. And he was like, you got to check out this guy, Jay Woods. And this is the first song that I listened to. And one, the opening sample is amazing, which I would actually like to hear part of this song with just that sample over the rap. But when the beat drops, it's insane. And it uses a Summer Breeze sample that I think is executed incredibly in the beat. This song is more of like a banger. It's fun. Give it a listen. I'm gonna let this one ride for a bit so you can hear the fullness of that Summer Breeze sample as it comes out.
Look, I got a swagger, but this a new era for you professional cappers. Walking the good and they all in my grill. Look, homie, what had it? Look, put on my check, baby, you a 10, better attraction. Look, I was the head, you was a shooter, I was assassin. Come alive, watch me come alive. And I'm back up on my board, watch me get this televised. When you see us, it's a hit. It's like Magic 95. Kept the school, hit the boogie, all in sync, Jack fire. Let's go. Look, I'm only one of a kind, ain't no one pen like mine. Asian like wine, only get better with time. Murder the beat, I confess I committed a crime. Bagged it up and I burned the keys. Lock me up, 'cause it ain't safe out here, no lie.
Double dynasty.
That was hot, right? That was hot, right?
Yeah, that was hot, fam.
Okay, that's what's up, though, bro.
Yeah.
But hey, man, like, I feel like they don't really understand what we're really on, man.
It's another artist who's gonna use that Summer Breeze sample this year, and it's gonna be fun hearing the different opinions on who rocked that beat better, but right now AGM is the song that I really like playing in the car, and I love that part. My only critique is I wanted more of it in the beat switches on the second verse. It's still fire. I love this project. Go check out Double Dynasty, especially if you're one of my Dallas natives. Support the locals. Next up is an artist who I have come to have a bit of a personal relationship with. His name is Q, and this is my unbiased opinion on the guy. I think he has the most unique voice in Christian hip-hop. I think he's got the nerdiest, coolest sound, and I love how much grind this guy does. I think he dropped like 4 APs this year, as well as singles on the TLS compilation album, and then just tons of collaborations throughout the year, whether he's doing a hook, whether he's doing a verse, whether he's doing a chorus. You will always find a distinct sound in Q. He comes from Las Vegas, so if you're out there in Vegas, give him a hit up. But Q just dropped Booster Pack Sun Raider deck. He always does some anime style reference, comic book reference. I love it. Whenever I see something nerdy, I send it to him. And just shout out to him for sending me this early. This is a fun, I can't wait for this one to listen to in the summer. I feel like this is going to be a top down kind of chill vibe song. I'm going to give you the Sun Raiders anthem. This one has Cyrus Sonata on it and Oso. Cyrus Sonata also, man, stellar year. Up and comer, probably one of the best producers out there right now. Really enjoying what I'm hearing from him. But here's Sun Raiders anthem.
Yeah, I remember taking bikes out on a slow day, dreaming big, eyes squinting from the sun rays. It doesn't matter my level, your boy was ready for war. Take it all the way to the big leagues, I brought grit to the board. Like, God is in it when I move, it don't matter what you do. Took my mom, took my crew, yeah, we still pushing through. On the life's little ball chips, I'm stacking badges like it's Daily Devo. You versus schedule for my dad. I do what it says, when I come up on a new thing and I do care what that is. I don't stress. You put that max in my chest, I'm impressed. I know the king wasn't slow to the crest. I just cast my cares to the water cause it's the summer. Season might be hot, but I'm alternate with the hunger. I pretend to put out opponents into a bummer. When I say the word of the time.
It's just got such a unique sound. It's so fun. And this is like the fun song. Like, if you go through his library from this past year, there's something for everyone. So go give Q a listen. Check out his songs and his projects. This is off Booster Pack Sun Raider deck. All right, this next one I'm kind of embarrassed to admit. I didn't know Sivion was still making music, and he's also a Dallas native, so I need to repent. But I have been a Deep Space 5 fan since back in the day. Then I kind of fell off the Christian music, went fully secular, wasn't walking with Christ in my mid-20s. Came back, and this year just discovered that he's still making music. And the way I heard it was Eric Boston from 520 featured the What It Is single that came off of the Straight Shot EP that he did with Malix. And so that's one of my favorite songs on there. There's also a song called Come Through Me featuring Braille on that song, which I really liked. But What It Is has this haunting Halloween style whistle that comes through it, mixed with some really intense synthwave kind of sampling, and then you just have kind of Sivion's aggressive style coming into the beat. So let's give this a listen.
You can call me hit or miss. Got that what you need, bring it with me when you find me sowing seeds. There is, cause there it is, what I'm talking about. Square bids like fair is when I'm stocking clout. See me steady mocking doubt, cause he who rides with me stands ready, and plenty we knocking out, yeah. Like a hurricane, know my name, set it like a flame on my brain when the spirit came. Wish you all the same, cause they gon' dish you all the same. But you gon' know his name, yeah. When it's said and done, y'all think it's better run, playing your insignificant games with guns. They said to bring a heater, man, I came with one. Father, give me faith and strength so I can aim the sun, yeah. Smack dab in your heart, Sivion will bring that light you.
That's Sivion and Malix, What It Is. I love that it's still boom bap, even though it's not boom bap, but it is boom bap. You know what I'm trying to say. Hope you guys go give this one a listen, especially if you're one of my Dallas natives. Speaking of Dallas, let's shoot it over to Mikey J. He dropped an EP called Do-Rag Tech in the fourth quarter of this year. And Mikey J is just such a cool, humble kid out here. He actually even invited me to the music video shoot, and I couldn't make it, and I totally dropped the ball, and I felt terrible. But the video turned out incredible. The song Do-Rag Tech has such a dope marching band intro and into such a heater. This is like an anthem pre-game song. Let's give it a listen.
Let's go. Yeah, okay. I'm 4-0 when I touch down. Got a whole series on lockdown. If they looking for me, tell them pipe down. I'ma always play the background. God working all things right now. 23 made the right sound. Got the dogs barking with me all around. Like, look, we up to the test. You want hang with the best. We had the red tape. A lot of y'all play with your chance, but we did not come here for that. You want hang with the best. We had the red tape. Look, they signed a rider, they gon' fly me over. Got the green one poppin' with the tapioca. Need a little something to tie me over. Pray to God and now I'm getting fuller. I hit the stage with the Letterman, even though I never bought in the big leagues. They as the kids, but they wanna play. Okay, like I was in the church in the back row, till I stepped up to the big road. Now I do shows on the big road. Say F's on God for the free throw.
I just love that sound. It's super fun. Really, I'm actually excited. Mikey J is going to do the first interview in the new studio for the next season of The Process. So really excited about that. Stay tuned to that. That'll be coming soon. But give Mikey J a listen, especially if you're one of my Dallas natives. This next EP is coming up on a year old. It was the first project of last year that I really got my ear on. It's YP, aka Young Paul, and The Commissioner doing Guillotines on the East 2, which is their follow-up EP from Guillotines on the East from 2022. I actually remember very vividly exactly what I was doing when I heard this album, because when I heard it, I thought, this is the closest thing to Wu-Tang Clan I've heard, like good Wu-Tang Clan, like 36 Chambers / Forever Wu-Tang, that I've heard in a long time. And then 2, we actually interviewed YP and The Commissioner on the 520 podcast, and I was so impressed with the humility that The Commissioner had. I love that dude's heart. I love that dude's mission. I love their stories. I want to talk about YP on favorite albums, which I will, because he's in my top 10 for that with a project he released. But on this one, I want to talk about The Commissioner and just how this guy's kind of come out of nowhere. And his story is just interesting if you listen to his music, specifically some of his verses on the 99 album. But the track that sticks out to me, actually every track on this project sticks out to me, but right now I'm feeling Invincible Armor. One, because it also features that kind of Wu-Tang, Shaolin, martial art intro mixed in with just a really funky RZA style beat over some really great rhymes. Give this a listen.
It's the iron finger to match your iron armor. You didn't know that? Where'd you learn it? Well, that's my business, not yours. I realize I still can't break through your armor.
Yo, I battle hard, I fight with battle scars. This scandal heart, this scrap with God. I joined the Pharaoh's march. Shackled hard, the castle yard. Body strangled, carved. Adam's fought, the battle starts in the garden like.
I gotta know what that horn sample is. Is that something slowed down, pitched up? It's wild.
Patent stars, demons blasting darts, breeding rats and sharks, latching hard, feeding trash with thoughts, tweeting cracks in hearts. I've been around some brutal hecklers, trying to crush me with demons the size of sumo wrestlers. The proof is posted, my crew the boldest. Got us swarming through the castle with a pharaoh like a crew of locusts. My God ferocious, my God the coldest. He chose the rhymes, the coldest lines, the ghost divine. Combine the truth for souls it, stomp the serpents in my way Timbs. I won't surrender to your master, he a hype beast king. Yeah, I'll divorce this world of carnage, cause that life he stings. And now we're connected spiritually like Siamese twins. Yeah, Lord,
We need you in this world, Lord. If eyes could talk, then they would say, I see the real war. A lot of pain inside my soul, I need to heal more. Even with the riches of this world, you can feel poor. We need you in this world, Lord. If eyes could talk, then they would.
Marksmen in the trees. Trust, I get it shaking like Parkinson's disease. The army of God, we mobbing in fatigues, where they starving in the peas and barking them in breeze. For the Lord, I'm an animal, put the hawk in them. Word of God is my sword. When I'm warring, I get the off in them. And all.
I mean, these guys are just so good with metaphor, but then they'll also do songs that are like super poignant and have a ton of levity in it. I think it's easy to put these gritty CHH guys in a box and say they just do this one type of style. I think that's lazy. I think you should discover like the depth of their lyrics. And I'm going to talk about that in my best of albums coming up soon. All right, now I'm going to talk about my top 5 EPs of 2023. This one shocked me. In fact, it took me a while to actually enjoy it and actually get around to it because it's such a unique sound. This project is by A3. It's called I'd Go to Hell for You. Wild album art, for one. It's kind of creepy, but also captivating to look at. Like every time I look at it, it's like, don't want to go there. And the way that the project unfolds, it's an 18-minute project with like 7 tracks. So very, very short songs that blend into each other. There's a feature from 350 on a song called Flex My Peace, which is my favorite song. But I actually want to play the first song of this project called Fight the Flies, featuring Christian. I'm going to mess this up. I apologize. Aparicio. I can't say it. I think you'll enjoy the creative direction of this album if you sit and listen to it. To me, it feels like an appetizer for heaven on earth. Let's give it a listen. Thing these Heaven on Earth guys do, A3, What Up RG, 350, Not Clyde, all those guys, Caleb Mitchell, man, they know how to drop some bass.
Sometimes I ain't feeling it, baby, I'm killing it. Broke his hell, my grandma died, I got a girl, still for the lies, man, all my heroes, they alive, where they at, by my side,
mean, it's wild. This project is a creative director's dream. This is the epitome of getting your vision out audibly. I now have my eyes on A3. He has entered the chat. I have slept on this kid, and no more. This project blew me away. Go give it a listen. I think you'll enjoy it. All right, this next project comes from Gavin the Hot Rod. It's called Bills to Pay. I actually missed this release completely. The only reason I caught it was because I was looking for an older Gavin the Hot Rod song I want to listen to, and I saw, oh snap, he released another EP, because he actually released 2 this year. One called Hometown Heroes with Young Drew that I actually really liked, but I'm going to feature this one. This one's incredible. This is a no-skip project. I love Gavin the Hot Rod's kind of guttural southern sound. There wasn't a song on here I didn't like, but the one that I keep going back to is You Sleep, They Sleep, that actually features Young Drew. This song is a 2-for-1 deluxe. You're going to get 2 incredible stellar beats with, I mean, both are going to give you stank face in 2 different ways. I'm going to play 2 parts of this song, and I'm just going to skip ahead to the next part without telling you.
And them halos, got some youngins that's probably gonna lay low, and they still got a seat at my table. How are most of you churches unable to go about speaking that truth? Tell them what love gotta do, telling you it's all in the fruit. The way that we live when it's proof, y'all climbing the mountains we move. You know that he's not in the tomb. I really been thinking a lot, I just don't know how to handle it though. Why is there so many kids not in the churches? Look at the seeds that we sow, I can tell that it's not gonna grow. Really been losing control on things that matter the most. That's why I've been pushing this hope. God has been telling me to go, go, go. I know that he called me his own. That's why.
Respect. What about respect?
How y'all let a little country bunkin' from the dirt snap like this? My granny and them come from Eastman, Georgia with the red clay in the sticks. You might think that that's irrelevant to you, but go ahead and peep this. I come from the mud, the dirt, the clay, the sticks. Might as well add Adam to the clique. Think of my rib. Turn to my little thug real quick. She say I'm the man, she know that it's this. She heard from the father, you snakes getting slid. Can't speak on the jig. Who say that he poppin'? I really can't stop him, he better not miss. I'm destined for greatness, so watch what you saying, cause I'm a big problem, can't none of y'all fix. Ugh.
I don't care what you say, that's so hard. I love this album, or this EP. Go give Gavin the Hot Rod Bills to Pay a listen. If you like these 2 like clips, you'll love the whole project. He actually released a single. Man, I don't remember the name of it, but it had like a cowboy album art to it, and I was shocked it wasn't on this project because it kind of fit the artwork of Bills to Pay. But go give it a listen. I think you'll enjoy it. The next EP I want to talk about is probably my favorite lyrical EP of the year. This comes from Mike Wise from the TLS crew. He dropped a EP called Faith Talk. He actually sent this one to me early, and I really appreciate it. I remember exactly what I was doing when I heard Ride With Me, because I was driving my car, and I remember thinking, this is the perfect song to listen to in the car. And I want you guys to hear it because it goes hard. Check it out.
You know, you drive almost slow enough to drive Miss Daisy.
Take this ride with me.
Which everyone in Dallas drives slower than Miss Daisy. It's disgusting.
Ride with me.
Grown man bars is something we gotta deal with. Take this ride with me, we bout to go on a field trip. It's funny how the life giver gave me the gift to kill this, so he can touch your soul. He made sure you gon' feel this. See, this is for the people he sent me to get a word to. Lights on, it's time to come home. It's your curfew. You've been praying for clarity. Well, he bout to show you. When you abide under his wings, you get a bird view. This faith talk, whatever we thinking, we gonna be it. So let's work hard to stay at his feet like orthopedic. Strap your boots up, go get your armor, you gonna need it. But the battle's already been won and you bout to see it.
Take this ride with me. Ride with me. Take this ride with me. Ride with me. Take this ride with me.
Now that's how you supposed to drive. From now on, that's how you drive.
Man, the whole project is a no skip. I really liked song. Hey, other artists I've talked about on here. Q's in this project. Trutha, I believe, is on this project, which I actually was going to feature him on this playlist. I'm going to feature him on the albums because the deluxe is more of an album than the EP. But anyways, TLS was unavoidable this year. Mike actually came on the process, so I'd love for you guys to go check out that interview. It was one of my favorite interviews of the year. Mike's just got a really solid heart. He's on mission, and I love this project. Go check it out. All right, my number 2 favorite EP of the year comes from the Canadian. Please forgive me, Jared, for saying that. It's Scribe Music, and he released an EP called Scribe and the Wildlings. And the opening track, which he did a music video to, is called Welcome to the Wild. And I hope I'm going to say this right. It's featuring Chiwaz or Chiwaz. And this song first captivated me by the music video because that's the first way I saw it and heard it. As I listened to it more, there's a part in the song that if you can kind of put yourself in the shoes of a Christian who's watching someone leave this earth and accept Christ, listen to the lyrics and put yourself in those shoes and try not to like shed a tear on that. It's a tear of joy that I think the musical approach of this project encapsulates in a triumphant way. I'm going to let this whole track play.
I don't believe in fairy tales. I guess I've outgrown them. That doesn't mean that I don't believe there'll be a happy ending for me. 'Cause I've seen it in the hospital room when he finally said sorry. When everyone else left the room. I've never seen a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow, but I've got a problem I can hold in the middle of the struggle. God, if you said it, you'll perform. May not be how I want you to, but here's what I do. I'll walk with you. Whoa, whoa. I'll walk with you. Whoa, whoa. Welcome to the wild. Welcome to the wilderness. Welcome to the wild. Welcome to the wilderness. I'll walk with you. I'll walk with you. Welcome to the wild. Welcome to the wilderness. Welcome to the wild. Welcome to the wilderness. Oh.
Whew, that'll get me. Man, it's just like the expectation of what you think it's gonna be and how God is gonna bless you. It's just there's just something about those hums, the chord progression that rises up, especially when he says he made it through. I don't know who he's talking about just hospital room. Everyone left the room when he said sorry. and he made it through. Like, imagine having that conversation with your lost friend on their deathbed and they accept Christ. Like, the angels in heaven rejoice. And this song, I think, it just gets that for me. But yeah, it makes me emotional, and that's okay. But I'm really excited about what Scribe's been doing. He's one of the most influential people for me this year musically, and also just social media presence has been great this year. I've reached out to him. We have talked about doing a video project. I want to do a bit of a video essay on how that song gets this, how his approach does that. His projects are incredible. I think you'll really like Scribe. Go check out his YouTube channel, check out his music. I think you'll really enjoy it like I do. Love you, bro. Hope you're doing great. Love this project. My number one EP of the year, as I try to get these tears out of my eyes, is Don J Live. This is a brand new freshman artist, to my knowledge. He released 2 EPs this year called Sometime on Tuesday, Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 is what turned me on to him. I heard the song Yes Sir, which is featured in my top 25 singles of the year playlist, which is coming soon. But Mighty Man is the song I want to feature on Part 2 as that. So I would actually say Part 1 and Part 2 are my favorite EP, but together kind of makes it an album. I love every song on Part 2. Save Me, Grave, 9 to 5 are like an excellent 3-hit combo tonally. The reason I like this project is just the tone. It's an interesting tone and it's an interesting posture. The song Mighty Man really stands out because it's talking about how you will try to, in your own flesh and your own power, be the mighty man that can overcome sin. And the song has a device where he continues to say, I'm trying to be the mighty man. I'm trying to be mighty man. I'm trying to be mighty man. He talks about all the things that are still happening in his own flesh. I'm going to play a little bit of that clip, and then I'm going to skip to the end where he talks about how he's realizing that it's not about him. It's about Jesus being the mighty man. And I remember when I first heard it, I was sitting on my couch downstairs on a release Friday, and I was like, whoa, this is like really intense. This is not a song that you're going to listen to in your car. This is a song that you're going to sit with as you're wanting to hear a story. I love the narrative. I think you will too. This is a song about sanctification. Let's give it a listen.
Tryna be mighty man, tryna be mighty man, I'm tryna be mighty man, tryna be mighty man, but that bottle stuck to my hand. Tryna be mighty man, IG models pulling me in. I noticed her bending over, cause I ain't noticed again. I'm tryna be mighty man, I'm tryna be mighty man, tryna be mighty man, I'm tryna be mighty man. I promised the mighty man within me probably on 10. Toes probably got bold like how they voted on men. Clubs think they a king cause the prince of this world crowned him and such. I see the scheme, I think I see how he rounded them up. Satan was prideful and that was the problem. I was trying to be mighty man, but Christ is the mighty man. Trying to be mighty man when Christ is the mighty man. Yeshua, yes, the Messiah, the Christ is the mighty man. Trying to be mighty man, but Christ is the mighty man.
I love that switch up at the end. It's just a good reminder of, oh, I get it. I can't do this. It's in Christ. I have to relinquish to Christ. Go listen to Don J Live. He comes from that Minnesota area, that Twin Cities, I believe. So if you're into that like Rhyme Sayers, Doomtree, Astronautilus vibe, man, you could kind of hear some of that regional influence in here, but also getting some boom bap, some J Dilla, Detroit, Michigan, that upper north region, specifically with songs like Yes Sir on the first EP. This is a masterpiece coming from an unknown at the beginning of the year. So go check out Don J Live. These were my favorite EPs of 2023. I hope you guys really enjoyed the work that these artists put into bleeding their hearts out on the music. even if it's just to make you a bop that you can listen to in the car and not have to listen to filth that's like mainstream. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know which EPs you like the best this year, projects you like the best. I have a couple other videos coming out. I'm going to do a top 25 singles. I'm going to do top albums of the year. I'm also going to do top producers of the year. Can't wait. See you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. It actually does help. Have a great night. God bless.